whether it is a short-term decision or a long-term decision, majority of the professionals fail and they get trapped in the indecision zone. And what is that indecision zone? Basically, indecision is nothing but an inner civil war between your heart and mind. When I say heart, your emotions and your intelligence has got a tug of war. At times, the emotions takes precedence over your knowledge and experience, and other side, your knowledge and experience refutes the emotional side of your decision. That's how people create the indecision zone for themselves, and they are happily hanging like a pendulum in that indecision zone. At times, it is easy to get on with a particular thing than deciding. People do not have a courage, people do not have a clarity, and people do not have that right guidance whereby they can take a right call. The question is where you should be taking the emotional decision and where you would be taking a logical call. It is again, the emotional decisions are quite pervasive in the domestic environment, but do not forget that emotional intelligence is no more a buzzword in the corporate environment. People have understood the power of emotional intelligence, and the companies are utilizing it massively and vigorously in order to connect with their customers. But at the time, if you are not logical, if you are not good in calculation and the results, you might end up losing the money. So again, the question remains there, how you would be taking the emotional decision and the logical decision. Let's understand the core reason behind the emotional decision making process. To understand this, I'll give you a very short example. Among the friends, whenever you will not able to decide anything, what you would actually do, you will toss the coin. The result out here is not important, but what you were actually hoping when the coin was in air, that is what your emotional call. You need to tap that right away. If you are able to frame that particular thing, yes, I was hoping for this, means my emotional inclination is more on this particular side, and that's how you take an emotional decision. But logical decision, the practical decision that has been taken in the business world, it is a bit different. Everything has got emotional flavor. Emotional intelligence, people have been capitalizing it at the fullest in order to tap the market and the customers. But the logical decisions are mostly been taken based on the risk and return metrics. What is this risk and return metrics? See, you need to draw a graph wherein you make 4 quadrants. At times, you can set the parameter like x-axis is your return and y-axis is your risk factor, and you see low risk, low return. Means everybody is quite comfortable with that. But if there is a high risk and low return, people are a bit wary about it. And high risk and the high return, you go to the any stock exchange market and Wall Street and everywhere, like you will find that kind of scenario. But if low risk and the high return is there, everybody has an inclination towards that. So that's how you can take a call. What do you actually want? Everybody prefers to have low risk and the high return. If you are able to give that in your business, probably you can attract more and more investors and the customers, and you can grow your business. Say you are feeling that you are not able to take decision. Let me to tell you, even if you are not taking a decision, you have already taken a decision. At times there is something called a conscious decision, and if you are not taking a conscious decision, you become victim of unconscious decision. What is that unconscious decision? Understand it first. Unconscious decision is probably the procrastination, the comfort zone that you create for yourself, or you become a victim, or you develop certain kind of bad habits which becomes the biggest roadblock for your success. So I always advise our people to take a conscious decision. When you would be taking a conscious decision, the highest level of conscious decision comes out of 2 factors. One thing is the disgust, and the other factor is the desire. If you have the right amount of disgust, which should act as a catalyst for you to move, when you say to yourself, I have had enough of it, now I want to change, means you have a very strong internal driving force to take a decision, and the desire will motivate you to go ahead. If you have the right amount of desire, it can definitely motivate you and can lead you on the path of success for the longer period. So any decision that you take out of disgust and the desire, consider it like a burner, the disgust and the desire, and that's where you are cooking your decision. And trust me, this recipe is just awesome, wonderful. Apply it once, take decision, move ahead in your life. Do not get stuck up. You are stucking up, you are blocking the biggest opportunity